but she barely said more than a quick hi and bye. Later, when my husband walked them to their car, they ended up having a big argument, and I could hear it from inside. Barbara used the chance to complain about me, making things even more awkward. Luckily, everyone else had left by then, so it was just me, my parents, Gary, and his parents. Barbara was really mad and told my husband she couldn't believe I hadn't told her about the pregnancy sooner. My husband calmly explained that we waited until we knew everything was okay before telling anyone. The Barbara started yelling after hearing this. It was a difficult conversation. Barbara, I should have known about our grandchild right from the start. Gary, Mom, it wasn't about who deserves to know. We both decided together. She just wanted to be careful. Barbara, careful? I'm her mother-in-law. She should have trusted me. It's all her fault. At this point, my husband got really mad. He had been holding back, but when his mom kept blaming me, he got angry. He told her firmly that it wasn't just my decision, it was ours. He said if she was blaming me, she should blame him too. He told her to stop overreacting and get over it. Barbara said he should see things clearly and not let me control everything. She said as his mom, she should have known first about her grandchild. But my husband didn't back down. He told her to stop attacking me and said he loved her, but she needed to leave and calm down before she said something she'd regret. As Barbara walked away, my husband looked frustrated and disappointed. I didn't realize tears were running down my face. Her words hurt me a lot. Gary noticed I was upset and quickly comforted me, leading me back inside. My parents stayed back, sensing the tension until I felt better. Barbara didn't stop there. Later that night, I got a message from her, and I felt really anxious about what it would say. Her message said, I'm really disappointed in you. You purposely kept important news from me, and I can't forgive that. I can't believe you didn't tell me about my grandchild right away. This isn't how a family should be, and it hurts me. Instead of saying sorry for what you did, you're causing problems between me and my son. Shame on you. Her message made me feel really upset and angry. I showed it to Gary, and he was furious. He couldn't understand why his mom was being so mean and blaming me. Gary decided to call her and tell her not to send such mean messages because it made me feel worse. He even said he'd stop talking to her if she kept acting this way. Barbara seemed to listen to Gary's serious words. She changed her tone when faced with the idea of being cut off. Instead of admitting she was wrong, she suggested a solution. She said she'd forgive us if we let her throw us a baby shower. We were surprised by this sudden change and wondered why she was being so nice all of a sudden. She kept saying how happy it would make her to plan a big party for me and our baby, taking care of everything. Gary looked at me wondering what to do, but I wasn't sure if Barbara's sudden change was genuine or just a way for her to control the situation. Even though I wasn't sure about it, Gary, always trying to keep things peaceful, thought we should consider his mom's offer. I told Gary I was worried that accepting her offer might make her think her behavior was okay. Gary understood what I meant, but he hoped that letting his mom plan the baby shower could help fix things and make our family happier before the baby came. I didn't really like the idea, but I agreed to it because Gary thought it might help. He told his mom she could plan the baby shower. She was really happy and thanked us for letting her do it, but I thought she would ask me about what I wanted for the baby shower too. The baby shower was still a month away, and I expected we'd work out all the details together. But I was disappointed to find out that my mother-in-law had taken charge without asking anyone, not even me. She bought decorations, picked games, and planned everything on her own. When my mom tried to talk to her about the baby shower, my mother-in-law said it was all set and would be a surprise for me. I felt really sad and frustrated because the event meant to celebrate me was being planned without thinking about what I wanted. On the day of my baby shower, there was a mix of excitement and nervousness in the air. I got to the banquet hall with my close friends, who were excited to celebrate the baby. When I walked in, I saw the decorations my mother-in-law picked out. There were lots of brown and beige balloons everywhere, like a safari theme gone wrong. I really didn't like it. The atmosphere I imagined was lively and colorful, but this felt dull. Things got even weirder when I saw a big banner near the entrance. It had a bunch of pictures of my husband when he was a baby with his mom, Barbara. Everyone was confused about why those pictures were there at my baby shower. I looked at her with confusion, and she just laughed and said she thought our baby would look exactly like my husband. She thought he was so cute as a baby and wanted to show everyone. I stared at her, wondering if she was serious. It seemed like she cared more about her memories as a mom than celebrating our new family member. As more people came, they looked confused or uncomfortable. The decorations and the big banner with my husband and his mom made the room feel awkward. It wasn't the happy and pretty baby shower I had imagined. I looked at some of my friends, and we silently shared our feelings of apology for what was happening. When my mom came in, she was shocked by the terrible decorations. She saw the big banner too, and I could tell she couldn't believe it. Instead of celebrating our baby, it seemed like it was all about my husband's childhood. My mom didn't say anything. She just walked over to the banner and took it down, showing she was determined to make things right. The room got quiet, and everyone looked at my mom as she took down the big banner that was taking over the celebration. I felt really thankful for my mom's support. My mother-in-law, who was talking to other guests, looked shocked when she saw my mom throwing the banner in the trash. She asked angrily, "What are you doing?" That banner was supposed to celebrate the baby and our family. But my mom stayed calm and said, "This party is about my daughter and her baby, not about showing off your achievements." Everyone around them stopped to watch this unexpected argument. My mother-in-law tried to take back control by saying, "I just wanted everyone to know I helped plan this party." She argued back, saying she just wanted to show how cute Gary was as a kid. But my mom didn't give in. She reminded Barbara that she begged to throw the baby shower after what happened last time. "This is about my daughter and her baby, not about you trying to take over," my mom said firmly. Everyone got quiet as they watched them argue. Barbara realized she wasn't getting her way and went back to talking to other guests with a fake smile. After the argument, the baby shower went on, and I tried to stay positive for my friends and family, even though there was still tension in the air. I didn't think there would be any more surprises from my mother-in-law, but she seemed to be drinking a lot for a baby shower. I couldn't really say anything to her about it, though. We played some games, and slowly, everyone started to have fun. Then it was time to open gifts. I was happy with all the thoughtful presents for my baby, but then my mother-in-law gave me a really big gift box with a huge smile. The room got quiet, and I felt embarrassed and frustrated. My mom looked mad, and the guests didn't know what to do with this unexpected moment. Trying to keep things calm, I forced a smile and thanked her for the gift, even though I wanted to roll my eyes. But things got worse when it was time to cut the cake. My mother-in-law got a huge fancy cake with lots of decorations. She made a big deal out of it, making everyone look at her. I was getting annoyed, wondering what she was doing now. We all waited for her to talk. Then she said she had the perfect name for our baby girl. I felt stuck when she said that, remembering we hadn't even decided on a name yet. She proudly said the baby should be named after her great-grandmother, with a name that sounded really old-fashioned. I was surprised and a bit annoyed that she thought she could choose the name. I tried to be nice, saying my husband and I wanted to pick the name together. But she wouldn't listen. She said she had the perfect name and that I should accept it, especially since she spent a lot of money on the baby shower. I was really surprised by her attitude. I told her firmly that only my husband and I could choose our baby's name, no matter who threw the baby shower. But then she started yelling at me in front of everyone. She said I was being disrespectful and should be thankful for what she did. She even insulted my upbringing, saying I should be thanking her instead of deciding the baby's name myself. Barbara got more and more aggressive, pointing at my face. My mom stepped in front of me to protect me. Barbara kept yelling, saying she was the real mommy of my baby because she gave birth to my husband, and he's the one who made me pregnant. Her words were really hurtful. Even though my mom tried to stop her, she didn't listen. She just kept insulting me and my mom. It was clear she had too much to drink, and talking to her didn't help. The whole situation was really uncomfortable for everyone. Realizing things were getting worse, I decided I couldn't take any more embarrassment. I wanted to leave with the gifts my friends gave me, but Barbara grabbed them from me and threw them on the ground. She said I was ungrateful and causing problems between her and her son. More people started paying attention to what was happening, and some even started filming. I asked one of my friends to ask everyone to leave politely, hoping to stop the chaos. But Barbara kept yelling at me, making a scene that nobody expected at what was supposed to be a happy party. I got really mad and decided to call the police to get Barbara away from me because I felt unsafe. Can you believe it? I had to involve the police at my own baby shower because of my difficult mother-in-law. When the police came, Barbara acted like she was the victim and blamed me for everything. Luckily, the police understood the situation and tried to talk to her. But because she was drunk, Barbara didn't listen and even yelled at the police. Things got so bad that they had to arrest her right there. I left with my mom and close friends, feeling really shaken up by what happened. Since then, my husband and I have been dealing with the aftermath. Barbara is trying to make us feel guilty and get sympathy from family members who weren't there. My husband thinks I went too far by calling the police. He thinks I should have called him or his dad for help instead. So Reddit, do you think I was wrong for calling the police on Barbara for ruining my baby shower and pretending to be the baby's real mom? Update 1. I want to thank everyone for their support after I shared my story about calling the police at my baby shower. I've never seen my mother-in-law act so aggressively before. Usually, I only see her during holidays, so I never spent much time with her. Her behavior at the baby shower made me worried she might hurt me, especially with my baby on the way. Since then, all the guests from the baby shower have reached out to support me. Some even sent videos of what happened, which I plan to show my husband. I'm going to talk to him seriously about what to do about his mom this weekend. Update 2. I showed the videos to my husband. We sat down and had a serious talk about what happened. I explained how his mom's behavior got worse from when she found out about the pregnancy to the baby shower. I told him about the yelling, accusations, and strange gifts. Then I showed him the videos and he looked shocked. Seeing what happened made him realize how serious it was. He apologized to me for not realizing how bad it was and agreed that calling the police was the right thing to do. I had no idea it was this bad. I'm really sorry you had to deal with all of that, he said, looking regretful and frustrated. He said he never thought his mom could act this badly because it didn't seem like her at all. He told me he was on my side and that my safety, especially during pregnancy, was really important to him. We talked about why his mom acted this way and how she always needed to be in control. Gary admitted he was worried about her behavior and agreed she went too far. I told him I didn't want anything to do with her after what happened at the baby shower. I said he could still talk to her if he wanted, but me and our baby wouldn't be around her until she got help for her behavior. Gary agreed, saying what his mom did was really wrong, and he was ready to cut ties with her too. I told him he didn't have to cut ties with his mom, but he said she disrespected me, so she shouldn't be part of our lives anymore. He knew her behavior wasn't just about the baby shower, but also about other problems. Gary promised to talk to his mom himself and tell her we didn't want her in our lives anymore. I asked him to warn her that if she showed up uninvited and tried to force me to accept her back, I would call the police again. Update 3. It's been a month since I last updated you all. Me and the baby are doing fine. I'm really excited to meet my child soon. Since my last update, we haven't been talking to Barbara. Gary talked to his parents, and his dad promised to talk to Barbara and make sure she respects our decision. Cutting ties with Barbara has changed our lives a lot. Without her drama and negativity, our home feels more peaceful. Now, Gary and I can focus on getting ready for the baby without worrying about Barbara causing trouble. Our friends and family have been really supportive during this tough time. My parents and close friends have been there for us, giving us strength and understanding. Even family members who didn't know how bad Barbara's behavior was have shown support after seeing the videos from the baby shower. Our journey isn't over, but this experience has made us stronger and showed us the importance of facing problems together. Cutting ties with Barbara wasn't an easy decision, but it was necessary for our happiness. There might still be challenges, but we're hopeful about the good things this decision brings. As we wait for our baby, We're focused on creating a loving and supportive family for us and our child.